How's it guys, Craig here with another video, and welcome to episode 1 of Replay. Now, I decided to go back and look at some of my old games I have tucked away in the drawer, and Battlefield 4 was the first one that came to mind. Now, just to give you guys a brief history, it came out on the launch, or just after the launch of the PS4, and unfortunately the game was just inherently broken. It didn't work well, it was laggy, there was a lot of rubber banding, you would fall through the map on some occasions, and I just think it was slightly rushed. I believe this is been acknowledged by EA and DICE. The game was just rushed. It was rushed to get out on the launch of PS4, and it just didn't work. It was released, I believe, a year after Battlefield 3, which is one of the best games on the PS3 and PS4. Battlefield 3 was an awesome game. I believe it was only PS3 actually, and I just think DICE were rushed to get this out, and as a result, for the first 6 months of its life, it just didn't work properly. However, once those bugs were fixed, I believe it was an awesome game. The multiplayer is probably the best that you'll see on the PS4. For those that don't like Call of Duty, this game is perfect. It's the exact opposite. You can't run around in these types of games. If you run and gun, you will die. You have to plan what you're doing. You need to be in a squad of people that you're playing with. The squad that you can see there are all friends. We were all on mic. We were all communicating. And teamwork is a big deal in this type of game. Much like Destiny, without a team, you probably will fail. Now, despite me spending about 200 hours on this game, that's scary, isn't it? The fixes just came a bit too late for me. There were other games that were being released, namely Destiny, and other FPSs. So after about a year, I came off the game, which is why I'm pleasantly surprised that when we came back a few weeks ago, servers are still really full. The game is very much being played, and I hope that continues with the launch of Battlefield 1. I'm looking forward to Battlefield 1. It's going to be a different World War 1 shooter, and I will be getting it. However, we also need a modern shooter that's not Call of Duty, and I believe from what I've seen in the last few weeks that Battlefield will continue to fix that. I mean, it's an active game, everyone's on there, everyone's playing it, the servers are all full, and I believe it will continue. It may stagnate a little bit with the launch of Battlefield 1, but I can see people going back to Battlefield 4, which is when they want that fix, and as a result, I believe the servers will always be full in this game, at least for the next few years. So in conclusion, I believe that this is a much better game than what it was when it was released. I highly recommend that people that haven't played Battlefield or are just looking for a good and different FPS fix, do go pick this up. I believe it's only £5 in the EU store. You can pick up the maps fairly cheaply, and it's just a really enjoyable, pleasant game, especially with friends. So I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Replay. There'll be more coming next week, and I shall see you in my next video. I've been Keifski, weapons free.